All right. Today we're going to talk about another one of my favorite plugins, which is Delay. Um, there are lots of things to talk about with Delay. Ableton has a few of them. Today we're going to use the ping pong delay, and we're going to use that because it has a freeze button on it, which I'm a major fan of. So let's check this out. Up here we've got this EQ, so you can kind of isolate which frequencies you want to repeat. Sync or unsync button down here. And these guys are divisions in 16th notes. So this would be a 1/16 delay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, well, 5, 6, 8, 16. So let's have a listen to that. Pretty cool. Now, if you're using this on the actual track, you'll need to make sure that you do not turn it all the way up to 100% because then you're missing the original signal, which makes it not so much a delay. Cool. So what I really love about this is it gives you the ability to create textures without doing much work. So as keyboard players, textures are nice. We like to create them. And I think it's a creative way for us to sort of develop Ableton as a piece of our instrument rather than as a piece of production software. So if I were to play a note and freeze it, I'm going to try and catch that a little better. So now I sort of have this repeating thing happening, and if I were to you kind of have a little tidbit there. I want to take this a step further. I actually want to group this and create sort of a delay effect thing that can be used as part of your instrument. And I really like this. I'm going to start incorporating it into my live playing because it's a cool little thing that we can do here. So what I've done is I have just created an audio effect rack that has 3 different delays in it, and then 1 dry signal. Now I'm going to separate these chains here so that I can access each delay individually. And we're going to use these to kind of create some textures that we can then play over the top of. So if you're playing solo with Ableton, or if you're playing even with a band and you're just trying to create something that's a little bit more rhythmic, you can do it very, very quickly. So this is my first delay. If I move the chain selector over, here's my second delay. Now, my second delay, I already know I want to be more of a higher end thing that's happening. And this low guy over here, we're actually going to change and set this to 16 and turn the feedback up a bit because, forgot to move my chain. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to bring this tap tempo up a bit. Nice. All right, so what we've done is we've made 3 different delays on 3 different chains. To quickly access it, I like to make some clips. So I'm going to create a clip here, and then using Shift-Tab, you can toggle back and forth. If you click this chain selector and then toggle back here, it's going to actually do most of this work for you. So now I can move this over to 1. Oh, need to create a new one. And you'll see it's at 1. Can create another one here, move this to my 3rd, and if you'll notice in the bottom left of the screen you can see which chain I'm over. So this is going to be my delay 2. If I go back to the other view by using Shift-Tab, and then we'll finally do our last one, which is my dry chain. Now if we select all of these and go back Shift-Tab to check out our launch box here. If it's missing, you can click this L. We want the quantization to be none, so that the second I fire it, my chain moves, so that we have good control over what we're doing here. All right, now I'm going to go in here, and I'm actually going to map, for my purposes, I'm going to use some key mapping for this, but you can map whatever you would like to the freeze button here. So we'll do Command K, and I'm going to map it to the 3 keys on the bottom of my keyboard, these freeze buttons. I'm going to do them one at a time. Oop, I think I did that wrong. We're going to redo it. Z, X, and then delay 2, C. Okay, so now my delay 1, I can freeze and unfreeze using Z. Delay 2, I can freeze and unfreeze using X. And 3, same deal with each of these. All right, they're all unfrozen, and here's my dry effect. So let's build something here. Let's build a texture. So I have fired my first clip, and I'm going to play one note and freeze it. Here it is. Next clip, I'm going to add something on the upbeat and freeze that a little bit higher up. Going to the next one, and this is going to be my bass. Unfreeze at any point using those keys. I love this idea. This is definitely something worth experimenting with, and if you're a keyboard player and you're using Ableton to enhance your playing, this can be part of your instrument. So if you want, you can go into the details and download this effect rack from Mainstage to Ableton.com. And if you're looking for something to really beef up your playing, you can also check out our effect rack called Essential Effects for Keyboard Players. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to Ableton, and especially if you're switching from Mainstage, head over to my website at mainstagetoableton.com/go to get your free copy of the Fast Track patch list guide today, which will have you up and running with a Mainstage style patch list in Ableton Live. And to stay up to date with all of our latest blog posts, be sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel here.